So now that you know the role of AI into creating, launching, and scaling a digital product, it is now time to discuss about business model, and more specifically, the business model that you're called to choose to complete this class right here and to create your actual digital product. Because I know that creating and selling digital products online sounds like a business model, but different types of digital products have different levels of difficulty, right? And you can choose the digital product that has the perfect balance between difficulty and profitability for your case. Now, in this lesson right here, we're going to be analyzing the right business model, right, for this class and for yourself. And at the end of this lesson, I'm going to give you three insanely powerful prompts that you can use to help you brainstorm the correct business model for your case with GPT so you make this whole process completely personalized. So let's start by choosing the right business model for this class. Before you build anything, right, you need to understand what kind of digital product business you're actually trying to create. Because we talked about the different types of digital products, right? Checklists, templates, courses, downloadable resources, PDFs, right? Ebooks. But all of these different types of products, right, have completely different ways of marketing, completely different ways of selling, and completely different ways to produce them, right? So to recap, not all business models, right, are equally simple, beginner friendly, or realistic when you're just starting out. In this lesson right here, we'll focus on the model that gives you the clearest path to action. And too many people start too broad. Now, after creating digital products for the last, again, 6 years, I can guarantee you that this is the biggest problem that people are facing when being at your stage, right? In an early stage of creating a digital product. They just start too broad. One of the biggest mistakes that you can do is that beginners try to find a huge business model, right, from day one. They want to serve a huge amount of people from day one, right? They think that they need a brand, a full website, a large audience, multiple products, and a complicated funnel, which is the way that you turn someone who doesn't know about you and your offers to someone who purchases, right, immediately. And that's just not the case, right? But that kind of thinking often creates an overwhelm before anything is even launched. And if you're overwhelmed, then this is the number one factor that leads people to stop pursuing digital products, right? So we need to understand what a business model is in order to correctly approach this. And what a business model at its core is, it's simply the structure behind how your product creates value, right? And how the value gets communicated and sold to your clients. In other words, it's the path between what you make and how a customer ends up buying it, right? This is what a business model is, and this is what you need to understand in order to choose the correct business model for your case. Once you understand this starts to feel much more practical and much less intimidating. The difference between different business models and different digital products, it's pretty much what you make, how you package it, and how people end up buying it. And there are hardness levels, right, and difficulty levels on what you can make, right? As you can imagine, a 10-hour course is way harder to create than a simple ebook, right? Because a 10-hour course might need you to understand filming principles and storytelling principles and have a studio and have editors, whereas an ebook could also be AI generated. We're not going to be generating the content of our ebooks with AI. I'm just giving you an example here, right? And also how a customer ends up buying it. If a digital product costs €5, right, or $5, and you bring traffic from TikTok or from YouTube to it, it's going to be way easier for someone to buy it rather than a digital product that costs €2,000 and you need to hop on a sales call with this person to sell this digital product. So different types of products and different types of ways that customers end up buying them are just different business models, right? And some models are actually harder than they look. Some digital products sound exciting, but they require a lot more trust, a lot more audience retention, or technical setups in order to create them and deliver them. For example, memberships, right? Big coaching ecosystems, products that need consistency, right? And constant investment of time and energy in order to keep them running, or large course brands can actually work well, but they're not always the best first move if you're a beginner in this process. So beginners usually do better when they start with something smaller, clearer, and easier to create and deliver that rather than a huge membership, right? deal or a huge coaching ecosystem. So the best beginner model, the best beginner digital product model that you can choose is usually something very, very simple. Because if you start simple and because you're going to make mistakes, right? And if you start simple and you make all of these mistakes that you just have to do in order to progress on a simple model, then it's easier to track down these mistakes, to understand these mistakes, and then to evolve gradually into something bigger. So the most beginner friendly model is often a straightforward product built around one clear problem and one clear outcome. This could be a guide and template, a mini resource, a simple workbook, or another super focused digital offer. And this is the type of product that I would urge you to create before hopping on a huge membership program, right? The goal is not to build an empire, right, on day one. It is to build one useful product that can actually be finished, right, from start to finish. So from brainstorming to outlining to creating to deploying to marketing and selling. This is the full circle of a digital product. And simplicity simply like just wins early because simple products are easier to create, easier to explain, easier to understand also from the point of the purchaser, right? And easier for buyers to understand and purchase quickly, right? They also let you test demand and market adoption faster, which is important when you're still learning what people respond to. So the simpler the offer, the easier it becomes to move from idea to execution, right? So what are we going to be focusing in this class? In this class, we're focusing on beginner-friendly digital products that are low friction to make and easy to package. I'm not going to overwhelm you with huge ideas, right, that are super, complicated and need lots of time and energy to just understand and communicate with people, right? We're not building a massive brand from scratch or creating something overly complicated. We're choosing a product model that helps you get momentum, confidence, and a real starting point so you understand how this business model works and how this ecosystem works. And then you will get hooked because you will see sales on your digital product and it will just be the start of an awesome journey of yours, right? So starting small does not mean thinking in small terms of value, though, right? It means creating something super focused that a real person can understand, want, and use, right? A small, useful product is much more powerful than a big, vague idea that never gets finished. And I've seen this over and over and over again with my products and my offers. I know that I've mentioned this 1 million times up until this point, but genuinely, starting simple is way better than starting big and trying to implement and install a huge idea in the market that you don't even know how to communicate, right? So, what is the model we want? The business model that we want is simple to create, easy to explain, and realistic for a beginner to launch, right? It should solve a clear problem, offer a clear result, and feel super manageable with the tools that you have right now or the tools that I will introduce you to in this course right here, right? That is the kind of model that gives you the highest chance of actually taking action after this class. Because even this class right here is some sort of ideation, right? I help you with ideas, right? I introduce you to all of these different concepts. But if you don't take action towards these ideas, you will not see the results that you want. So it's super important for me to present a basic and straightforward business model so you will be able to take action. So now that you understand the kind of business model that we're aiming for, the next step is making the process feel even more concrete. And we're going to be doing this with 3 different prompts to help you understand the business model and choose actually the most optimal business model for your case. This is the first prompt that I want you to input to the exact same chat box, right, that you used with the previous prompts in lesson 1 with GPT. And the prompt goes like this. Help me choose the best beginner-friendly digital product business model for my situation. Ask me questions one by one about my skills, experience, available time, confidence level, tools, audience, and what kind of product I would realistically enjoy creating. These are all of the different parameters that you need to take into consideration when choosing your business model. Your skills, your experience, your time available, your confidence level, the tools, audience, and actually what you enjoy creating. Then recommend the 3 best business models for me and explain why each one fits. And small remark here, if you want to input this fastly in GPT, you can just take a screenshot of this slide and actually drag and drop the screenshot into GPT. But I will also give you a complete downloadable resource in the resources of this course right here with all of the prompts, so you don't need to type it down, obviously, manually, right? This is the second prompt that you can use. I'm trying to choose a digital product business model that is simple to create, easy to explain, and realistic for me to launch as a beginner. Interview me step by step about what problem I can solve, what result I can help people achieve, and what type of product feels more manageable for me right now. Then help me choose the single best option and explain your reasoning behind this, right? So again, we're taking step by step, we're analyzing all of the different parameters, and we're also dialing and doubling down into the target avatar and the audience that we want to be targeting. And of course, we will be performing target avatar research and audience research, of course, in next lessons of this course when we will be creating our products in the 5-day roadmap. And this is the final prompt for you. Help me avoid choosing the wrong business model for my first digital product. Ask me targeted questions to evaluate whether I should create something like a guide, a template, a mini course, a workshop, a toolkit, or another beginner friendly format. After that, rank the best options for me based on simplicity, clarity, speed of creation, and likelihood that I will actually follow through. So this is also super personalized, and that's why I urge you to use the same chat box that you used with the previous prompts, because now GPT will know exactly what are your interests, right? What are your past experiences, and now we double down with these prompts, which makes the whole thing just super, super personalized. So what happens next? In the next lesson, I'm going to show you the simple 5-day roadmap that we will follow throughout this class. And I promise that I will show you how to create and launch your digital product in 5 days. So again, in the next lesson that follows, we'll be outlining this 5-day roadmap. I'm going to show you exactly what's going to be happening in each and every single one of these 5 days. So from day 0, you will just have no idea around what a digital product is. And in day 5, you will have your first digital product launched with a clear marketing strategy. So I'm super excited to reveal the 5-day roadmap to you guys. I'm going to see you in the next lesson of this course.